It's your boy, yadiiiig, 4 eyes, 2 G's, and before we get into the video for today guys, please make sure to like, subscribe, and follow your boy in all social medias for more. But on to today's topic, and today we're here to talk about Lil Peep and Lil Tracy, one of the most iconic duos to come out of the underground in recent years, who have more than a few cult classic tracks together. However, in the final months of Peep's life, the two's once best friend relationship would unfortunately begin to sour, and they wouldn't get a chance to patch it up before Peep's passing. And in this video today, I wanted to discuss why the relationship took this turn. And I didn't know if I should make this video or not, because it is a touchy subject, especially since Peep has passed, and I think Tracy wants to put the negativity of the situation behind him. But I decided to do it in the end, because there was a lot of misinformation out there about what went down, how the two felt, and what was going on, that I think has led to a lot of hate and negativity being spread. So hopefully this can help clear the air, because we all know deep down that the two loved each other no matter what. Before we delve into why the relationship went sour, let's get it clear. The two did not hate each other, and you can't even say that they were really beefing in the traditional hip-hop sense of the term. In fact, it was very clear that Peep didn't like the path that their relationship took and still had mad love for Tracy, even posting this on Tracy's birthday while the two were not on the same terms. Admittedly though, as we can gather through tweets and DMs, it did seem that the splitting of the two was more so driven by Tracy, and in his No Jumper interview he did last year while Peep was still alive, he really broke down his feelings towards the situation and why he distanced himself from Peep, so let's get into that. A bit of context first though, during the year of 2017, Peep was really starting to take off and he was seeing enormous growth, and even though their songs together like Witchblades or White Wine were doing numbers, the attention was rubbing off on Peep more and he was being catapulted to another level, and although Tracy was still popping, his movement just wasn't as big as Peep's, and as often happens, this leads to people feeling away. And one repeated phrase that Tracy said when speaking on the situation was that he can't be a shadow to no one, and I can understand where he was coming from. It wasn't just that Peep was bigger, Peep was also signed, and he was getting bigger coverage from blogs and publications that would often speak on the emo/punk movement within the underground rap culture that Peep and Tracy were spearheading, but they were clearly pushing Peep and focusing on him more, whereas Tracy wasn't getting that same level of attention, both in terms of numbers and from the blogs. Take for example Pitchfork reviewing White Wine. They only mentioned Tracy once, and it was a fleeting name drop in the final sentence, and considering Tracy was a huge part of the track and has arguably the most quotable line in the song, "I can't fuck with you if we were friends on MySpace," they were doing him dirty, and things like this were starting to frustrate Tracy. He also mentioned that he felt that the newer fans only really knew about Peep and they didn't really know about GBC or the history behind it, and honestly that's really the bulk of it there. When you get down to it, there wasn't really this huge drama, oh my god he did this, he said that, or it wasn't this long drawn out big beef that fans sometimes think it was. At the core of it, the two distancing themselves was driven by Tracy feeling like he didn't want to play second fiddle to Peep, and it's unfortunate that we never got to see them patch it up before Peep's passing, because everybody knows that Peep still loved Tracy, and deep down we know that Tracy had love for Peep too, and if Peep was still alive they were inevitably gonna get back together, because there was just too much history between the two. They struggled together, came up together, and made timeless art, but when it comes down to music and success, sometimes it can cloud your judgment, and we really don't know what other things were going on behind the scenes or in Tracy's personal life that led to this outcome also. But that's enough of this negativity for now, and I hope this clears the air, because Tracy seems to be on a better path and has been dropping non-stop fire, and I'm excited that we are finally getting Come Over When You're Sober Part 2, and I hope that we can hear the two on a new track again in the future. But that's all from me today guys, and I want to know everyone's favorite Peep and Tracy collab, so make sure to comment that below. Thanks a lot for watching, and make sure to like, subscribe, and follow your boy on all social medias for more.